There are resorts in Palm Desert that look great online and disappoint in person. Shadow Ridge, The Villages, is not one of them. And we're going to show you exactly why. We're Drew and Em, just a regular married couple using our paid time off and weekends to try to see as much of the world as possible. From cruising to road trips and everything in between. Subscribe to join us on our adventures. So we are here at the Marriott Shadow Ridge Villages section of the Marriott Vacation Club property. We're going to give you a complete tour of the grounds as well as our unit. We have a 1-bedroom suite which sleeps 4 comfortably, as we have myself, Em, and the kids here today, or well, for the week. And it is a stunning property. We've already had a chance to take a tour, but we'll take you along and take a look at all the pools they have, all the facilities. They have mini putt courses, basketball, they have tennis, they have obviously the golf that surrounds the property, which you can see kind of in the background, but a wonderful space. We'll take you on the full tour. Hope you enjoy. Look forward to taking you along. Shadow Ridge, The Villages, is tucked right into the Palm Desert. Just off Monterey Avenue near the I-10, Costco, Walmart, Albertsons, and Bristol Farms are all within about 2 minutes drive, which is huge if you're stocking up that villa kitchen. And if you're flying in, Palm Springs International Airport is only about 15 minutes away, so the location is pretty hard to beat. We will start outside before we get into the actual villas, which we'll cover at the end of this video. I want to walk you through everything this resort has going on because there is a lot happening here. And I think that's genuinely one of its biggest selling points. Whether you're coming as a couple looking for a proper desert escape, or you're bringing the kids and need everyone to be happy at the same time, Shadow Ridge, The Villages has an answer for pretty much all of it. Let's get into it. First, a little context, because this helps you understand why the property feels so spacious and why it never really feels crowded. Shadow Ridge, The Villages sits on 312 acres in the heart of Palm Desert. A total of 312 acres, that's a ton of space. The grounds wind through lakes, fairways, walking paths, and lush desert landscaping. You can genuinely take a long walk on this property and feel like you've gone somewhere without ever leaving the resort. And here's a fun fact that sets the tone for everything. The Coachella Valley, which is right where you are, gets over 350 days of sunshine per year, and I'm not making that up. So when people call this region the golf capital of the world, they mean it. The weather here is almost absurdly good for outdoor activity, and you feel that the entire time you're on this property. So we will talk about rates now. The rates here start around $170 to $260 per night, depending on the season and room type, which we'll get into. Peak season, think January through April, tends to push higher, but if you're flexible and come in the summer or fall, you can find some genuinely solid deals. There's also a promotion where booking 3 or more nights gets you up to 20% off. So if you're planning a longer stay, that's worth knowing. And here's something that actually surprised me: no resort fees. Free Wi-Fi throughout the property. That's not nothing. A lot of resorts at this level tack on $35 to $50 a day in fees, so the fact that Shadow Ridge doesn't do that is a real plus. Let's talk food, because you need to know what's available on site before you start planning every meal around leaving the resort. The anchor dining experience is Giuseppe's Restaurant and Pizzeria. Bold Italian-American flavors, fresh pizzas, pastas, curated wines, and cocktails. It's described as Chicago-style Italian flavors meeting desert warmth, which honestly sounds pretty good after a day in the sun. Then you've got the grill at Shadow Ridge, a more country club style lunch and dinner atmosphere, good for when you want to sit down properly without being too formal about it. Near the golf course, the bunker is your grab-and-go option. Deli sandwiches, hot dogs, snacks, great for fueling up before a round without making a whole thing of it. And for mornings, there's an on-site Starbucks, which, look, when you're waking up in the desert and need coffee before you can be a functional human being, is genuinely appreciated. Finally, the marketplace is the resort's convenience store, stocking groceries, snacks, sundries, and travel essentials. It's not a full supermarket, but it means you don't have to drive out for basic things. And as we mentioned in our location segment, if you need a proper grocery run, Albertsons and Bristol Farms are literally 2 minutes down the road, as well as you do have access to Costco and Walmart and those big box stores as well. And for the golfers in the group who really want to level up their game, the Golf Zone Ledbetter Golf Academy is on site, and this is worth talking about for a second. This academy was hand-selected by David Ledbetter himself, one of the most respected golf instructors on the planet. The Ledbetter Academy has developed 26 major champions and 7 number 1 players over nearly 40 years of teaching. And you have access to that instruction here on the property. They offer daily clinics, private lessons, multi-day schools, and junior programs. If you've got a teenager who's into golf, or if you've been wanting to finally get some real instruction, this is a genuinely cool opportunity. The practice facility is also excellent. Private driving range, 3 putting greens, 2 chipping greens, and a 100-yard pitching area. You could spend a full morning just on the practice area and not feel like you've wasted a second. For those of you coming in the summer, there's also a summer access pass that runs about $129. It gives you discounted golf merchandise all season long, which is a smart way to play more rounds without blowing the budget. For those of you who like to stay on routine even while you're on vacation, and honestly, more and more of us do, the 24-hour fitness center is a solid place to maintain your workout routine. We're talking cardio equipment, free weights, fitness classes, and saunas. It's not a luxury spa setup, but it's well equipped and it's available whenever you want it, which matters when you want to get a workout in before the family wakes up or after a long day on the golf course. There's also a hot tub available, which pairs nicely with the sauna after a round of golf or a long hike. Speaking of staying active, the Bump and Grind Trail, one of the most popular hiking trails in the entire Palm Springs area, is just about 7 minutes from the property by car. So if you want to get out into the actual desert landscape in the morning before it gets too warm, that's right there. And also, if you want to check out our video on Joshua Tree, that's about an hour drive to get into the park. Now, a little on the golf. If golf is your thing, or even if you've always been curious about it, Shadow Ridge, The Villages is a genuinely special place to play. The Shadow Ridge Golf Club is an 18-hole championship course right on the property, and it is beautiful. We're talking rolling fairways, sparkling water features, and those snow-capped Santa Rosa mountains framing every single hole. It's the kind of course where you stop mid-round just to take it in. The course did celebrate its 25th anniversary in December of 2025. So this is a well-established, well-loved layout, not some afterthought added to a hotel. Golf Advisor ranked it in the top 6 courses in all of California in 2024 and in the top 25 course layouts in the entire United States. That is some serious credentials. This isn't just a resort course, it's a destination course in its own right. Now, here is something I really want to highlight for families watching this, the Maze Center, because this is one of those amenities that elevates a resort from nice to actually built for families. The Maze Center is the resort's dedicated activity and entertainment hub for younger guests. It's open daily from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and it includes arts and crafts, games, organized activities, equipment rentals, and a movie theater. Yes, an actual on-site movie theater. There's also a video arcade that is there as well. The feedback from families who've stayed here is consistently that kids just love it. Even our kids who are older absolutely loved being at this resort. It keeps them genuinely engaged and entertained, which, let's be honest, means the adults get to actually relax. And that's the whole point. You're not spending your vacation chasing kids around a hotel lobby. They have a whole world to explore, and you get to sit by the pool. There's also miniature golf and sports courts on the property for more active kids who need to burn some energy. There's also ping pong tables, which my son will disagree, but he could not beat me at all, not even one game. The resort really does think through the fully family experience. One more thing worth mentioning here, during the week, guests sometimes get complimentary cocktail hour near the pool. It's a small touch, but that's the kind of thing that makes people come back year after year. Okay, let's talk pools, because this is honestly where a lot of the fun happens, especially if you've got kids. There are a total of 4 outdoor pools on this property. 4, so that's a ton. The headline attraction is the Chuckwalla Pool, which is the big one. It's heated, it's got a water slide, and it has a splash pad area for younger kids who just want to run through water jets without worrying about the deep end. It's genuinely well set up for families. The splash pad means even little ones are in their element, while older kids are lining up for the water slide, and you're in a lounge chair with a drink from the pool bar. Everyone wins. There are also more quiet pools spread around the different villa clusters, so if you're here as a couple and you want to decompress without the cannonball competition happening 3 feet from your face, you do have options. It's a smart layout. And then there are 4 whirlpool spas as well, which come in handy when the desert evening cools down and you want to sit in hot water under a sky full of stars. That's a genuinely good time. Poolside dining is handled by the Snake Bites Pool Bar and Grill, burgers, sandwiches, cocktails, cold drinks, and the Chuckwalla Pool Bar and Grill for similar casual bites. You don't have to leave the pool zone to eat. That's the kind of detail that makes a vacation actually feel like a vacation. So let's pull it all together, because I think the best way to think about Shadow Ridge, the Villages, is this. It's a resort that was genuinely designed so that you don't have to leave if you don't want to, and we can truly attest to this. You've got 4 pools, including a water slide and spa pools. You've got a world-ranked 18-hole golf course and one of the most respected golf academies in North America right on site. You've got a kids center that runs 10 hours a day with a movie theater and arcade built into it. You've got multiple dining options from casual poolside to sit-down Italian, a 24-hour gym, tennis courts, miniature golf, a Starbucks, and all of it is spread across 312 gorgeous acres with mountain views in every direction. As we said, nightly rates start around $170 on the lower end, midweek in slower seasons, and peak season rates can run $350 to $400 for more premium villa configurations. Book 3 nights or more and you're looking at up to 20% off that. And again, no resort fees. The value is genuinely there for what you're getting. One last fun fact I'll leave you with: guests who stay here regularly report spotting actual road runners on the property, actual real road runners. Not cartoon speed lines, real desert road runners making their way through the landscaping. If you're a nature person, keep your eyes open around the golf course and the quieter villa clusters. It's one of those little details that make you realize you're really in the desert in the best possible way. All right, in the next section, we're heading into the actual villas to show you what you're waking up to every morning. Let's go. And again, the view from this unit, you can see from this unit, we're on the 3rd floor. So you would have 2,300 across the way. And then beyond that, you can see the mountains, which is great. And they do have all these wonderful covered awnings to park your car. Okay. So here is a tour of our 1-bedroom suite at Shadow Ridge, the Villages by Marriott. So there's a full kitchen, double sink. There's a dishwasher. And if we go back, there's a full fridge. And if we go back to the front, so here's the front door. There is a full washer, dryer, stackable. Now off the front, as you can see, we're here at the front. There's a little foyer, but off the front there's a full bath that is shared by both. There's a full shower. There's your toilet. There's a full shower, which is very nice. A sink here. And then there's a pocket door, which leads into the master suite, which now we're leaving today, so we have some towels in there, but there's a full tub, a queen bed. I believe it's queen bed. I'm gonna double check that, because it may actually be a king. There's a full sink here. So if you do have guests, lots of storage. There's the bed, which again, a lot of storage in the nightside tables, right? And then a TV. And again, there is a full closet with a safe. And if we go, you can see there's a nice sitting area in the master bedroom. There's also, you can get out to your balcony via the doors here, but you can also come out here, and then that's the full, so you got a full dining table, and then you've got 2 stools as well on the back side. This sofa pulls out, which is where my kids, 2 teenagers, said it was fairly comfortable. You have a fireplace. And then you go out onto the deck, which has full patio set with a lounger, just one. And then the views from this unit, 2251, look out onto the golf course. So to give you context, that way is where you'd find the Snake Bites pool, just beyond the 4,000 units. And then up this way to the left, you would find the main pool. All right. So that is the full tour. And then we will go back this way, back to the kitchen. And then that's your front entrance. So there's your tour of the suite. And again, I don't know if I mentioned, so full stove, full, and that does come with everything you could need in the kitchen. They do provide packets for the dishwasher. Again, tons of storage. Does come with forks, knives. Does come with pots. So everything you could ask for. All right. All right, so there you go. There you have it. A tour of the Marriott Vacation Club, 1-bedroom suite in Shadow Ridge, The Villages. Great spot. Great spot. We definitely recommend it. And again, some attractions that we went to, we only went to one. We pretty much stayed on the resort for this because we had done Zion and some of the other parks, but you've got Joshua Tree. To get to the center of Joshua Tree from here would be about an hour and a half. But again, you have everything close by as well. You have a Costco, a Walmart, you know, all your fast food places. You are close to everything here within 6, 7, 8 minutes. But that's it. All right, thanks for watching.